Today we're at Universal Orlando's Mardi Gras. Before we get to enjoy any of the Mardi Gras festivities and foods, we are encountered by a lot of construction walls. That sounded judgy, but it was more of a shock. There was construction walls blocking half of the entrances to get into the park, which just means that Universal is hard at work trying to improve the park for us. Another shocker was how far along the new Minions ride is. From the outside, of course, like we can't see inside, but that's pretty cool. The construction wall does go far, up until where the Monsters Cafe used to be. We must pay our respects to the King and Queen of Mardi Gras, and now it's food time, and we are starting in the Canada booth. We ordered the poutine with short rib gravy. Oh my god, it was so good. The meat was juicy. The cheese was slightly sweet, which was good. The fries were super fresh. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Also, this was a very popular booth. Next, we went to the Puerto Rico booth to get acapulco. This booth is located in front of the old tribute store. This booth was very hoppin', so expect to wait a little bit. Also, they make the acapulco super fresh, so you do have to wait a few minutes for them to fry it. This was so good too. The flavors were on point. The sauce was exceptional. Another 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'm so proud of Universal for doing such a good job on the food so far. Next, we're going down a little alley in the city section of Universal to the Japan booth. We ordered the bao buns and the yaki, which is called something else, but I really don't want to butcher it, so I'm just going to shorten it to yaki. The bao bun sampler included a pork, a chicken, and a coconut. The okonomiyaki included a savory pancake with cabbage and bacon. It's topped with fish flakes, a hoisin sauce, a kind of mayo, and the seaweed. It is so good. Super savory. Would definitely try again. Another 10 out of 10. These bao buns were so freaking good. Definitely could have had a bunch more of these. I didn't really have a favorite. I would definitely have all three again. Next stop, we're taking a food break to visit the Men in Black gift shop because it's full of anime stuff. They had so much anime stuff. A lot of lounge flies, a lot of backpacks. The animes included One Piece, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball Z. Oh, and One Piece, of course. Kind of odd that they had the Men in Black ride dumping into an anime shop because they had very little Men in Black merchandise here. But they had so much anime stuff. They had Funkos and manga and figures. Oh my, I was thoroughly impressed. This kind of felt like a box lunch or Hot Topic situation, even though they had even more anime stuff than one of those stores would have. I really wanted one of those Dragon Ball pillows. This One Piece box set was super cool. It comes with a journal, a cup, and a keychain. I know I'm showing a lot and almost all of the anime merchandise, but I was just so amazed that you can find anime stuff at Universal Studios. But I promise there's more non-anime stuff in this vlog coming up. Something new to me was that the Men in Black ride dumps into an arcade before you get to the shop where the anime is, which wasn't here before, right? I think this was super fun and something different. You don't see an arcade in a theme park very often. Next, we're stopping at Chez Alcatraz for our favorite adult beverage. And of course, I didn't film it, but it's the Ocean Attack. So good, you should try it. If you're not sure what this little booth is, it is next to Bruce the Shark. And I did not film it because I am petrified of sharks. And I knew editing footage of a shark would nearly kill me. And just like that, we're at the hotel because we needed a little break from the beaming sun. We are staying at the Lowe's Sapphire Falls on Universal property. This is definitely one of our favorite hotels on property. Let's start by showing you the closet. Tons of hanging space, a caddy to put your luggage. There's also a safe that you can probably stand up a smaller laptop. They also provide you with an iron, some extra pillows and blankets, and a blow dryer. I love this mirror with this built-in light. It is spectacular. I also very much appreciate that they provide a makeup mirror. So this door is not my favorite. We are not a fan of barn doors, but this hotel bathroom is one of our favorites. It's roomy, it's comfortable, the water pressure is amazing, and they have a little bench in the bathroom. That's super neat. The toilet's a toilet. It's clean. That's all we really need. Look at this room. Isn't it so pleasant to look at? It's really peaceful and tranquil for us. It gives us relaxation, vacation vibes, which is what you really need on vacation. It has plenty of ports to plug in all your necessities. I really wish they would put, and not just Universal, but hotels in general, they would put plugs on both sides of the bed. Enough of my mini rants. The TV was huge. There was plenty of storage underneath the TV with 4 drawers. And there's a mini fridge. No mini bar, but that's okay. They had a coffee maker with 4 little pods, which included green tea, decaf, and 2 regular coffees. They also had a bottle of Fiji water if you wanted to buy it. This was our view. We got the standard room. We didn't need a view. We weren't going to be there very much, so this wasn't super important to us. Now we are going to dinner, and we're going to Lamborgh's in Universal. We've never been here before, which is pretty spectacular as we are annual pass holders and we have been for several years. The inside decoration could be described as old-timey, retro. I'm not even too sure, but it was fun and different. We always like to experience new things. The decor really does give like New York-y vibes, gangster movie, you're gonna sleep with the fishes type of situation. Enough of the decor business. Let's get to the menu. This is the QR code if you want to check it out on your phone. But here's the menu. Lombard's menu is very fish forward. Even though you can find some non-fish dishes, I think it's what they specialize in. We actually got soups for starters, the clam chowder and the French onion soup. Get the clam chowder. For our mains, we got the lobster roll and we got the fisherman's basket. I have never had a lobster roll before. I was super excited. I've been wanting to have one for years. 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend. And so was the fisherman's basket, was so good. 10 out of 10 as well. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, I've given everything 10 out of 10, but everything we ate on this trip was spectacular. Universal Orlando is definitely stepping up their food game. Also, where can you see a view of the park like this? This was so neat. I had no idea you can get these views. It was so peaceful and tranquil out there. It wasn't hot. The sun was setting, so the sun wasn't beaming on you. I would have really enjoyed to have dinner out here. Also, did you know at night, Men in Black has shooting stars on it? I had no idea. This trip so far has been so enjoyable, and I'm finding new things all the time. Like, you can see the tail of the dragon from Harry Potter at this restaurant. Universal Studios really does come alive at night with the lights and the entertainment, and it's not just exclusive for Mardi Gras, it does for HHN as well. We opted not to stay for the parade. The parade is amazing, and if you haven't seen it before, definitely stick around for it. But we were beat, and we just wanted to take our ferry home, aka the hotel. If you haven't stayed at Universal property, you can use the ferry boats to get to several of the hotels. For the exception of Dockside, Surfside, Cabana Bay, and the Aventura, all the other hotels have the ferry boat. The ferry boat is definitely one of our favorite modes of transportation. Everyone is seated. You get some definitely amazing air because there's no windows. It's overall a chill ride to and from the hotel. They always put music on the ferry, which is really nice. It's usually a classic song from over 20 years ago that almost everyone knows, like Journey's Can't Stop Believing. A couple times, such a good song has come on that the entire boat starts singing. It's such a cool moment. Oh, and the ferries are definitely wheelchair and stroller accessible. Now, there could be a wait to get on the ferries, just like buses in Universal or buses in Disney World. So pack your patience, because you might have to wait a couple of ferries until you get on. My favorite time to take the ferry is nighttime. You're exhausted from a long day of enjoying the park in the heat, and you just want a moment just to chill and watch all the pretty lights before you get back to the hotel. The ferry boat ride only takes a few minutes, depending on how far away your hotel is from the dock. So at most, the length of the ferry boat ride will be the length of a couple of songs. The Sapphire Falls Lowe's Resort is such a pretty hotel at night or during the day. If I haven't said it already, this is by far one of our favorite hotels on property. So the ferry boat rides could be a little scary for those who didn't like the Jaws ride as myself, as I have a phobia of sharks. But I will say I have ridden the boats hundreds of times, and the majority of the time I am looking in the water for anything suspicious, and I've never seen Jaws. Jaws rant aside, we are almost getting to the dock of the hotel, and I love the swing of the boat. It is such a fun part of this experience. Sometimes you'll get a boat driver who thinks that he's in the Fast and the Furious movies, and he'll go really fast for the ferry boat, which is not fast at all. We are finally back at the resort. The hotel lobby is so impressive. I did not do it justice. It is nicer during the day, but super nice at night. We hit the hay and then we woke up early to have breakfast at Amatista, which is on the first floor of the Sapphire Falls. This restaurant is a buffet, but they do some a la carte menu items. This is their menu if you want to take a look. We've been here before and their breakfast is really good. I believe it's $30 a person. I'm going to show you what was featured today. You first encounter the hot bready section. Very delicious cinnamon rolls. Then we have some cereals. We have some hot syrup to go with the pancakes that are coming up. Those eggs were really good. Now we have some breakfast meats. Those bacons were delicious. The sausages were really good. One of the stars of the breakfast was those potatoes. They had a pretty decent juice selection, which was really nice. One suggestion for the restaurant is that they need to put another bread toaster. We also found some grits, some oatmeal, some sausage gravy. Next they had some colder items, which is some toppings for your granola. They had milk, box juices. Ooh, my second and also favorite was the lox and bagels and cream cheese that we put together. That was out of this world. And they had topping for the lox. They had a really decent selection for toppings for the lox. They just needed to refill them. But if you ask, they will refill them. Their fruit was another shining star for me. They was so fresh, constantly refilled, delicious. They also had a little island of pastries and sweet treats, muffins, donuts. Honestly, I didn't see this until the end when we had already finished eating. I would have had that lonely pink donut. They also had a omelet station, which was very popular. Let's talk about the views. Every seat in this restaurant is spectacular. You get an amazing view of the outside of this hotel. They also have a full bar if that's your thing. Not only do they have indoor seating, but they have outdoor seating in this little patio area. It is so pretty. Look at this. You get to see the ferry boats come in and leave the dock. You see this hotel is pretty during the day too. Though the outside is very pretty, it's also a little hot in Florida. So let's go back inside. I definitely recommend this buffet for breakfast, either before the park or before heading home. They have lots of options and they're friendly, it's quiet, it's peaceful. Would definitely recommend. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my Mardi Gras 2023 vlog. Have an amazing day and I'll see you super soon.